It's time for Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook, the best place in Nebraska to place your sports bets. Make sure you get to warhorsecasino.com to get a full list of promotions, house rules, and details, or just go check out the Warhorse casinos either in Lincoln or in Omaha.
What do you know about house rules? You got any rules in your house?
So many rules in my house.
Dude, I know one thing.
What's that?
If you put another picture of your cat on social media, we're going to have some problems.
What's that? My cat's cool.
I probably, like if you said, man, DB, you know what? I'd bet on the fact you need to get over yourself.
Who, me?
I'd say, okay, maybe I do. But do you know I have like some weird principled thoughts?
Sure.
I'm so anti-cat.
Seemingly arbitrary.
I'm so anti-cat. It's incredible.
So this is the first cat I've ever had.
I don't know what it is.
And I love him. He's great.
That can't be true.
I never had any desire to have a cat.
That can't be true.
No, I love my cat. His name's Potato.
You told me that, and I was like, this relationship isn't going to
work. Why Potato?
I don't know.
No, wasn't it the mannerisms like
he would like kind of just loaf and he
kind
of just looked like a potato sitting on the ground.
He is a little chunk ball.
Yes.
Cats can be okay.
I'm like, the dude's covering the whole ottoman. He was. Like, how big is that thing?
I was pretty big size. That's pretty good.
And you let him chill on your shoulder like a parrot or something.
Yeah, he loves riding around on my shoulder.
Wow. The thing's got to be 25 pounds.
No, he's like 15 maybe. He's very fluffy, so he looks bigger than he is.
He looks like a fatty boom.
Oh, he's a little chunky. Don't get me wrong, but he's very fluffy, so it's even more exaggerated. Yeah, he just likes to chill on my shoulder.
Let's not do that.
Walk around. Listen,
let's
you don't have to follow me.
Man,
you know what's funny? So I only really put him on my Snap. So like I don't put him on like my main socials. I put him on Twitter or Instagram. So it's kind of like just like the friends place, you know.
No, I'm with
so
you.
Like that's on you.
Okay.
That's more like not my personal life, but kind of like my around the house stuff.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, you could bet on the fact it's probably a me thing. I'll eat that.
I had never wanted a cat. Natasha wanted one, and I was like, that's her friend had one that they were, getting rid of, and I was like, all right.
I said this before, and people accuse me of being shallow.
Yeah.
If I didn't know you, and in my former life, and you had a cat,
yeah,
it's a deal breaker. Like I would have to fall in love with you on accident. I mean, way accident.
But you love the dogs.
It's an absolute deal breaker.
Does it help that it wasn't my choice?
It just means you have probably a bigger heart than I think you do. It doesn't. No,
I'm like the Grinch. It grew 3 sizes.
Well, that'd just be normal for him because it was 3. You're just playing catch up at that point.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's an absolute deal breaker.
That's so bizarre to me. For somebody you don't live with, that's really odd.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Like I get it if you're like, hey,
I put it up there with, and there's some. Believe me, I got some shallow in me. I'm talking like. Red nail polish. Like I got some shallow in me.
Don't worry, no red nail polish.
But that is just.
It's funny to me because it's not like we were talking about. Hey, DB, do you want to be roommates? Anything like that.
Like I would take you leaving clothes on the floor or, toothpaste in the sink.
But
like,
what if it's a mild-mannered cat?
I don't live with you, right? So what does it matter?
What if
I'm just talking about how firm my conviction is.
What if everything's
anti-cat world?
What if everything's super tidy, super clean?
Nah, man, little dudes.
Like just the nicest cat ever. Like when you come into the house, it just comes up and meets you. I mean,
did you have a traumatic experience with a cat? Like what happened?
Yep.
What happened?
So. There was this little speckle, and I apologize if the neighbors still listen to the show. They had daughters and stuff, so they might. But we had neighbors, and they had this little cat. It was orange, black, and white, but it had a white tummy.
Okay.
And I was younger, and the little dude would constantly pee on our back door screen.
Okay.
incessantly.
Yeah.
And it drove my mom crazy.
Sure.
And it was just like a little weird cat.
Yeah.
Like, does your cat come to you when? Do you call it, "Hey, potato," and it just like comes over?
Just
No,
kind of
I don't believe.
kind of
that
waddles
one
on
bit.
over.
I don't believe
He does.
that. Without sitting down, without assuming a position
Yeah.
that they can see.
Yeah.
You're like, "Hey, potato." You could be in the kitchen, and potato's gonna come chill.
Yeah.
I gotta see that,
dude. Because
put that on video.
I will. I'll get a picture of, or I'll get a video of it because so a lot
And
of.
have you ever been into a house with cat pee?
Oh, cat pee smells terrible. That's
Yeah.
why you gotta have your cat well trained. Our cat's never had an accident. You got 2 litter boxes, one upstairs, one downstairs. We got him covered. He's good to go.
It's like auto DQ. It trumps.
If you
It
came in-
doesn't probably trump body odor, but it trumps race. It trumps. It's up there.
So you're okay.
Good morning again.
So you're gonna ride with like a KKK member with no cat
Well,
versus
she's not gonna like me to begin with.
versus a brother with a cat. Like
She's not looking twice at me, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm just saying, like, there's certain, like cats way up there on the way of things I would not overlook.
yeah, no, potato will come if he's called.
Oh my gosh, KP has a cat.
See?
He's a dude's dude too. Like, that dude cooks meat in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to spend money on good litter.
You got to be able to. If we're just hitting all stereotypes, man, you want to be a guy's guy. You got to cook in the cold.
I don't
Smoke out there in the 20 degrees.
I don't cook at all. Where's that put me?
Yeah. Again, looking at you kind of sideways. Looking at you kind of sideways.
Closest thing I come to cooking is I cook up a little DoorDash order.
You don't have like a non-negotiable?
I'm sure I do.
Mine, I get. Like I said, I'm petty. I know I'm off the top of my head.
I don't have it off.
And I'm not going to ask you to like change. I just would.
You just won't even start.
Yeah.
You just moving right on.
Next.
Yeah, but see, we don't live together, and we're not trying to date. So what do you care if I have a cat?
So who would you have first, the dogs or the cats?
Dogs. I've had dogs.
Did you know that the dogs were cool with cats?
One of them I did.
I'm on Pet Finder every day, and that's always like a benchmark, a hurdle.
So it's easier, I think, to find dogs that are good with cats than it is to find cats that are good with dogs. Like, some cats just don't do well with dogs. I get that some dogs are cat aggressive, but I knew Natasha had a cat before, so I knew Shadow was good. Rocky kind of just does whatever, so he's cool.
Potato, Rocky, Doug.
Well, we had Tally. Tally was the GOAT. That was my OG. And I figured Tally would just figure it out because she kind of just, she was on the streets for a while, so she kind of just figured stuff out,
Oh Lord.
She was.
Gotta watch those females on the street.
She was
What?
She was on the streets for a while, so she kind of just figured stuff out. So, but no, they were all cool. And Doug loves Potato. They like play fight. It's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, I'll be out on that.
I got a picture of them that looks like Potato and Doug are like in the Lion King. They're like jumping up at each other. It's kind of funny, actually.
I don't know why I just wasted 8 minutes of our bet on it segment over a cat, but
that's okay.
I'm just wanting you to bet on the fact that I think you're weird.
I could bet on the fact that me having a cat is not going to affect your life at all.
KP says about his cat that it runs off coyotes. So, I mean, that's got to be a heck of a cat.
What?
Yeah. Have you ever seen that? You should watch these videos on like TikTok.
What?
No, seriously. Sometimes these house cats will run off enormously large wild animals. Like I've seen a black bear get run off by a house cat. It's wild.
And when I was young, who's the little girl that played in Firestarter, Shane?
I just saw her.
She's popular.
Yeah, I just saw her the other day.
Not the Redux.
1984.
Yes. What was that little girl's name? She's famous.
Drew Barrymore?
Yes. So she played in a movie. Was it Cat Eye or something with a little gremlin that would like hop on her bed at night and the cat defended her? I'm young.
I'm looking. I'm trying to.
I think it was Cat Eye or something like that.
Sounds like a Stephen King movie.
And the cat was just
Cat's
like,
eye. Cat's eye.
And the cat was like, and I'm young. I'm like, ugh. And I got a little pea cat next door. I come by it honestly.
See-
But if you want your winner,
Yeah.
Jackson State
Jackson State.
at Sam Houston. It crossed the 0.
Ooh,
I'm telling you, all in on Jackson State.
there you go. Jackson State is the winner
Cross the
for
0,
the
baby.
day. Bet on it. Brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook.